Hello, welcome to December 1st, 2025 at Pause at the Well. Oh my goodness, it's the last recording of 2025. Welcome, welcome. So I'm Maria from Integral Bloom with Angela Marie from Grounded Dreamers, and it is a privilege and a pleasure to do these readings every month, and they are always spontaneous, and what emerges through the energy is what emerges. So such a blessing. So let's take a moment first to just get present. Invite everybody to pause and put your hand on your heart if you want, and one hand on the belly if you want, and just take a few deep breaths, cleansing, grounding, and centering as we circle up at this nourishing space that we call the well. And be with your breath. Notice what you're grateful for. And I invite you, December, take a moment to reflect on the year and think about what are a few things that you're grateful for from this year. Mm. Yeah, and then we'll move into the reading.
Yes.
All right.
A lot to be grateful for, even in challenging times. We're still grateful for the lessons and the growth that comes after that.
Most important during challenging times to get present to what we're grateful for. Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm.
All right. So this month we start with soul loss.
Mm-hmm.
When I pulled this, I was like, it kind of took me aback and scared me, but really it's a gentle reminder of to make sure that, you know, if we're experiencing sort of a disconnect within, which we do, we go through this, we get busy, we get on with our lives, we're trying to accomplish everything in our external world, and our soul's kind of like, you forgot about me, right? We're always striving for that balance between keeping our soul alive and fulfilled, and then producing and taking action in our outer world. And this is just a reminder of that patterning that we go through. So if you find yourself in a disconnect, whether it's through a deep trauma or a series of little traumas, or just being busy and being you know disconnected, but I wanted to say distracted from what's going on within, right? So it's just a reminder to go ahead and find ways to reconnect, realign, and being the end of the year, being the winter holiday, the holiday season, it's a perfect time for that. Things slow down naturally, and we can too, to prepare ourselves for what's coming next year. I pulled Cave Sanctuary. This is literally go within. And if it's not, if your life isn't set up to be able to just and just be in these quiet moments, then carve some out, like schedule quick little 5-minute touchdowns, touch points throughout your day. Because we are all busy, we have everything going on, but schedule it in so that we can just take a breath, cleanse it out, see what's, lying dormant in there, and get in touch with it. I pulled Existence, which is kind of just as we want to feel at home. This is like a starseed, child of the universe imagery. This is for us to reframe the word home as an inner quality, a space within us where we always have our home with us, wherever we happen to live, whatever four walls, whatever people we're residing with. Home as an inner quality, a place where we can relax and be in full acceptance of what's there, and get back in touch. And then while we're there getting back in touch, I pulled Cherish. This is an opportunity to really move into a state of gratitude and a nurturing sort of quality for those innermost vibrations within us, and the lessons that we've learned in life. Cherish those, the family that we've created around us, whether it be by blood or not, the loved ones that we've created for our circle. Cherish that. Really,
nest.
the nest. I love that imagery too. You're right. And how that the egg is just
like a light in it
being tended to. In a soft way too. There's no gripping, right? Just
just a gentle holding. It almost looks like a womb.
Yes, exactly. And
Hmm.
that little egg represents, that deepest part of us, and
Yeah.
to really find appreciation
Yeah.
for that space within us.
Yeah.
And then I got Spirit of the West, which is sort of, sunset. It kind of represents water,
Hmm.
emotions, slowing
Hmm.
down, nourishing your spirit, allowing for your sensitivities to be
Hmm.
present. Don't wash over them. Don't try to,
Hmm.
action yourself away from them. Be
Hmm.
with that. Rest and be with that innermost part of yourself.
Hmm.
And then I got receptivity, which is the
Hmm.
willingness. And this one now we start to connect to the divine. The
Hmm.
imagery here is the light from above is
Hmm.
where we're fed. We're fed new information, we're fed new possibilities, new energy,
Consciousness.
right? And then
Yeah.
it flows right down into the water
Through that lotus.
through the lotus and then
Hmm.
down into the water, which is our emotions. So it's
Hmm.
really tying that all in with the divine and
Yeah.
being able to um, find a balance, right, through
Hmm.
receiving.
Hmm.
And then I got the bell, and I love that it came right after the receptivity because the light of the divine that comes through us is, there's sort of an awakening that could happen. And this bell represents clarity,
Hmm.
cleansing your thoughts and
Hmm.
having more of a clear sense of who you are and where you're going.
Hmm.
And like I said, this month that we're in is just the timing is perfect for that because
Hmm.
we have the time. We have a little more, things are a little slower. So we have that time to start to create what's coming for us in the path ahead. And then through these cards that preceded this, through this sort of introducing ourselves to our inner being, the outcome of this spread is stability. Now
Hmm.
we're in a place where, okay, now I can that literally touch earth and find my place in the world and claim it and be there as my balanced self and prepare for what I want to accomplish, which is
Hmm.
coming up in January. So
Hmm.
yeah, that was that for that first half. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just invite everybody to take a moment and invite that golden, that sort of what's the word I'm looking for? The great sun sort of light energy coming down through the crown. Just take a moment to imagine that beautiful lotus open to that light coming down through the crown and let it come all the way down into the body, lighting up and activating, oxygenating the cells and allowing it to go down all the way into the earth, rooting and grounding, and just taking a moment to feel that stability. And be with the reading so far. What are you getting so far that's enlightening? Wherever you are in your journey, what wisdom are you getting? What inspiration are you getting to get intentional here, December 1st, as we move through basically the last 4 weeks of the year,
Mm-hmm.
stabilizing in that energy. And imagine a bell ringing and clearing any stuck energy, any density in your energy body, and just allow it to clear as we open up into the second part of the reading. Mm.
I love that. You might want to find some meditations that have the bell sounds, like on YouTube or
Mhm.
whatever, cleansing
Mhm.
meditation, that there really is
Yeah. Yeah.
a
Or even
quality to
like
that
going
sound.
around your space and clearing with the bell, like literally
Yeah,
moving through
the
your,
bell. Yeah.
exactly.
Mm, wonderful.
Really bringing it to life.
Okay, so now after that stability card, we've sort of
Mm.
regained our little our roots.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got the birch, which is
Mm-hmm.
sort of both. This card represents both support and stability, which is the tree,
Mm-hmm.
but also healing of old wounds.
Mm.
There's an old sacred quality to the birch, and it's both getting in touch with and healing old traumas and old wounds, or even just healing what happened last month, or this whatever. And then also knowing that you are supported even through the unseen,
Mm-hmm.
You're supported to reconnect and recreate and move forward and
Mm-hmm.
sort of replenish your system. There's always extra support available, whether it's showing up in your 3D world or not.
Mm-hmm.
There always is. And by reconnecting to your own inner being, you find that support there because it's
Yeah.
that's your first stop there for that. But yeah, new beginnings, new connections, healing, sort of like the last remnants of whatever came up in your respite period, going ahead and letting that be so that you can rebuild and go forward. I pulled rain, purification. The
Mm-hmm.
first thing I thought of was your emotions, your tears falling,
Mm-hmm.
letting that stuff release so that you can lighten up your energy load, but also just, purifying in different ways too. You could purify your mind by adding an extra couple meditations during the day, or
Mm-hmm.
your literal body, more water, more fresh, real
Mm-hmm.
food. There's ways and connections that you have. You could
Mm-hmm.
purify those. You can go back to connecting with someone through the essence of who they are instead of
Mm-hmm.
what they said to you last, or what your sort of darker days may have brought, but just really getting back to the purity of those
Mm-hmm.
connections. So
Yeah.
there's different ways that one can be taken.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, with after the purification, I got nourishment. Now we're
Mm-hmm.
connecting, grow, share.
Mm-hmm.
This is represented by, a harvest,
Yeah.
share a meal, share your heart,
Mm-hmm.
um, share your support if someone else needs that. Now you're
Mm-hmm.
you're coming back online. You've been in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
This is all figurative, obviously, but
Yes.
you've been in the cave, and now it's
Mm-hmm.
time to reestablish
Mm-hmm.
your connections and your sort of purposes uh,
Mm-hmm.
with what you're wanting to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
And then this came after all that clarity and purification, I got clouds. So I love this because it
Mm-hmm.
really just
Shape
shows,
shifting. Mm-hmm.
right? The path is always
Mm-hmm.
to be determined,
Evolving.
right? We
Mm-hmm.
never know.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just an opportunity to move with whatever is presented, move with the
Mm-hmm.
energy. If
Mm-hmm.
something shows up that feels, oh yeah, I don't know if I want to tackle that right now, then let it pass. Let it pass like the clouds do, and then wait for the next idea or connection or opportunity to come. You can remain at the center of all
Mm-hmm.
of that confusion and
Mm-hmm.
unseen, and then come up with clarity in the end.
And also trust that the clearing will happen.
Trust that it will happen because it
Mm-hmm.
will,
Yeah, it
and
will.
it always will. And that you're mentioning trust. I love that because one of the ways to regain our trust is through gratitude, through
Mm-hmm.
appreciating what we do
Mm-hmm.
have, what we have received. And I got
Yeah.
abundance. And
Mm-hmm.
it's really being able to sort of hyper focus on
Mm-hmm.
those things that go well
Mm-hmm.
and those connections that go well. And
Mm-hmm.
even the hard lessons that we've learned to bring us here, there's gratitude in that. So, in
Absolutely.
this confusion, go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
tap into what's working.
And it nurtures abundance.
And we know that with the solid practice of gratitude,
Mm-hmm.
we begin to manifest and we begin to
Mm-hmm.
move out of those darker vibes. And sure we do, because then the light shows up in the
Yeah.
opportunity card,
Opportunity
right?
emerges.
It's
Mm-hmm.
really coming clear now. You can see often that,
Yeah.
okay, this is the path I'm going to take, or this
Yeah,
is the
and
new.
it's like the little egg in the nest too, right? Like that opportunity
Yeah,
is like,
they remind me of, you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah, they're so connected.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
can't stand that way. It doesn't
I
focus for
love it.
me.
No, I can see it clearly.
Can you? On
Hmm.
my end, it feels fuzzy, but maybe it's
Yeah.
my eyes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it does have the same vibe. And,
Hmm.
we begin to identify, okay, I'm going in that direction. This is after all this realignment and reacquaintance with our inner being. And after that opportunity card, I got unfoldment, depicted by the lotus, and then I got another lotus card here, flowering. So this is
Yeah.
just a double whammy to
Well,
assure
it's
you
back to the receptivity card
back to the
too.
opening up, and
Mhm.
any seeds that you've planted, any ideas, any intentions, any purposes that you have that you're heading toward, are ready to
Yeah.
unfold for you. It's a matter
Yeah.
of slowing it down and
Mhm.
allowing for the energies to bring you there. You know, there will be a time for action again, and I would say that's going to come next month, you
Yeah.
know, in January with the start of a new year, the start of a
Mhm.
1 year in numerology, fresh
Mm.
start, all of that. Right now, it's a time of contemplation, reassessment,
Mhm.
realignment, and then really clarifying what those goals are to be ready to take the action that we need to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, beautiful. Thank you so much as usual. And I wish everybody a wonderful holiday season and trust the unfoldment. Mm. All right. Thank you so much.